不比娘炮的动作，也不用美肌。可是讲到娘炮这2个字，确实我觉得听起来就是非常的不礼貌。他们就把过去他比过一个爱心的就拿出来了，我觉得它会造成一个阻碍耶，就是89啊或黑道啊或表面上看起来很 man 的人会不敢出柜，我觉得会不会让那些人更压抑？
我真的衷心的佩服陶姐，你对于新闻的敏感度真的很好。
怎么说？
就是你有传讯息给我看王阳明比爱心不比爱心，然后娘炮的这个新闻，然后我第一时间看完了之后，我就这件事情就过去，没想到接下来就引发了热烈的讨论，包括性平协会，包括教育部的脸书都已经有发生。
这个事情呢，其实就是说影迷要求他比爱心嘛，就他好像 PO 了那段影片，他就说，我不比，我不是不浪漫，我不比娘炮的动作，也不用美肌。第一时间我看到的是很多人就是开始去拿刘德华了、张学友了、郭富城的那种比心的，后来还有梁朝伟的。广大的网民真的那个办案能力太强，他们就把过去他比过一个爱心的就拿出来了。
对，
不管 man 不 man， 其实很多人都做过这件事。那可能大家到后来的这一波会讲到，就是说你其实可以不比，只是你不要去攻击，或甚至是用这样的一个大家认为是性别歧视的字眼。
对，其实现在很多人也在讨论说，王阳明根本不晓得自己到底犯了什么错，因为不是这个的重点，重点在娘炮这2个字。
他是不是还有继续贴文？
他在回复那一篇网友的留言之后，他后来还有在他的贴文就比较像，不知道是不是真的，因为最近在宣传角头大桥头，有点入戏太深，他的用法比较呛。他说：“谢谢你们完全不懂电影宣传的 haters， 谢谢这些酸民啦，不要只在键盘上酸来酸去，好像你们什么都懂，比我们自己还懂我自己在做什么。好了，做自己这件事情呢，现在就成为让大家当成挡箭牌。
你知道我刚刚跳了好几步，在想一件事情，我觉得它会造成一个阻碍耶，就是89啊或黑道啊或表面上看起来很 man 的人会不敢出柜。我听过一些故事或身边人的经验，他说我就是要故意表现得很反差，其实我内心我是喜欢同性的，可是我就是要说甚至就是恐同嘛，然后他表现得更另外一个极端嘛，然后不要让人家怀疑他是。我觉得会不会让那些人更压抑？你说他的监制去替他还价就讲了嘛，说可能他也进入角色了，
自己下不了台的时候，找别人帮他说话，然后帮他化解这个风波，我觉得这才是个娘炮的行为。
可是讲到娘炮这2个字，确实我觉得听起来就是非常的不礼貌。我觉得其实真的不要用这么不礼貌的字眼啊。
It's not right and just weird. 然后再来是，那是一个私人场地，我的私人的停车场。whoever you are, please come out. 拜托把车子牵走，然后以后不要这样做了。今天发生了一个非常奇怪的一件事情，我本来不想要分享，但我觉得我还是要自拍，然后给大家看一下，然后看看你们怎么想。今天离开公司的时候，然后我的同事们发了监视器的画面给我们就发现有一个人，大家都不认识的，就直接把他的机车停到我们私人车库里面。我知道我们有宣布这个周末星期日我们会有一个车库拍卖，但是 dude 你不需要这么早来卡位 like I mean 我们大家都不认识你，你就这样子停。其实我现在如果要严肃一点的话，我觉得 it's not right and我觉得对大家都不太好，然后我也是要保护我的团队，我的同事，even I have to protect myself。这个是有安全的一些 sensitive things in there。It's just weird。然后再来是，那是一个私人场地，我的私人的停车场。I mean I don't know who you are， 我不知道你是谁，但是我希望你可以 come out， 把这件事情处理好。因为我们已经报警了，所以我希望可以用最好的方式去解决。whoever you are, please come out. 拜托把车子牵走，然后以后不要这样做了，拜托。All right, peace out.
When Taiwan AP called me, they let me know that
headquarters was really upset that I sold the watch. They didn't say I got blacklisted, but they kind of hinted that. Basically told me that I am disinvited. Watch a brand should not have any power over me. This vlog, I'm going to tell you my story with AP, how Audemars Piguet totally disappointed me, how I felt disrespected by them, and how I'm at a crossroad right now about if I should keep all of my AP watches or not. And I'm also gonna tell you guys that a watch brand will not define who I am. One watch brand will not have power over me. I am my own man, and let's get started. AP disappointed me because I recently got a call from them saying that 2 of the watches that I previously bought were registered under a different name now, which means I sold them. And yes, I did sell them. However, let's go back in time and let me explain a couple things. I love the brand AP, probably more than any other watch brand. And I've been a customer of theirs for many years, as well as my family members, my wife, and pretty much all of my close friends are their customers and VIPs. When Taiwan AP called me, they let me know that headquarters was really upset that I sold the watch. They didn't say I got blacklisted, but they kind of hinted that. And this wasn't the first time that I was told I was blacklisted by AP. I know we're in the middle of this story, but I just wanted to stick in a side story that happened about 2-3 years ago. A friend of mine saw that we started Empire Watch Club and we had our own IG and we had our own vlogs. He wanted to sell his chrono AP. Obviously, we have a big reach, so he reached out to me and he asked if we could share a story or something or a post on EWC and say that he wanted to sell his watch. And we did. We helped him out. It was a close friend of mine. It wasn't just a buddy. In about a week, we got his watch sold and we didn't even take a commission. EWC is not selling and buying watches. Maybe not now, but hey, maybe later on we could do that. It's something that we can explore. But we did sell it for him and I actually shared the story on my IG. After that, my family and I, we didn't get any APs for over 1.5 years. I called a couple of people that were really close with headquarter. It wasn't until recently that I found out that I guess AP saw my story and they thought that I was trying to sell a watch that was still under production. They didn't want to give me a watch, which was really weird. Anyway, I found out that all of these AP boutiques, they kind of have to ask headquarter or kind of like an interview process whenever they want to sell a really nice or limited or special Royal Oak to their customer. And I guess I was flagged. They felt like I was trying to flip. I'm not really sure what the real reason was, but I guess that led to me and my family not getting watches for over 1.5 years. And going back a couple months ago, AP invited me and my wife, Dizzy, to Tokyo for one of their private events, which supposedly they were going to launch a new limited edition watch. Obviously, it's still kept confidential. We don't know which watch it is. They basically told me that I am disinvited. My wife is not invited anymore either. And, headquarters is really upset because they just didn't like the fact that I sold these 2 watches. One was the limited edition, China edition in titanium, Guantian Perpetual. The reason why I wanted to sell the watch wasn't because I didn't like AP. It was because I wanted another AP. I traded it for this yellow gold white dial perpetual calendar. And that's because I started to wear all yellow gold and rose gold watches. Hence my nickname, the Rigman now. RYG, Rose and Yellow Gold Man, So it was just a matter of taste and preferences. I've grown into more of a yellow gold and rose gold person. And a couple months ago, I decided to sell my 15412 BC, the white gold open work double balance with factory gem set bezel. And I actually traded it in for the same exact watch, but in rose gold. To be honest with you, I actually had to put in more money, especially for this piece. A lot more money. I don't even want to tell you guys because it sounds stupid. I was actually really upset and disappointed when they called me for numerous reasons. And first, I didn't take profit and I didn't flip the watches. If I wanted to flip it, I would have chose a better time, which was maybe a year ago, a year and a half ago. Not now. The market for APs have gone down significantly. And I traded it in for the same brand, the same watches, but just in a different material. And I actually had to spend more money to get these. I'm actually repping the brand still. It's just that these are discontinued, they don't make them anymore. And secondly, I've had those two watches for more than 2 years. I didn't think that we would have a clause or a contract or anything like that when I bought the watch. No one ever stated to me from AP that I couldn't sell these watches. And if I hold on to something for over 2 years, and if I want to sell it to get your brand and you're still upset, there's something wrong here. There's something very, very wrong here. What bothered me was, what gives them the right or power to be upset with me? Because I own these watches. They produce those watches to sell. They market it, they advertise it to sell to customers like me. And I choose to spend my hard-earned money to buy their products and rep them. I was really, really passionate about AP. I love the Royal Oaks, starting from the 5402, the original. That really, really bothered me, and I felt disrespected by being disinvited, by being told that headquarters was really upset with me for selling their watches. And it made me think, am I supposed to just keep buying their watches and never sell? Like, my tastes and preferences have changed, so I'm going to buy what I want to wear. This is my right. I have the power to do so. I'm spending my money. And if I want to sell something to get something else, I'm the one deciding to do that. Not another person, not another brand, only me. I was super happy a couple months ago when AP Taiwan told me that I was invited to such a big private event by AP headquarters in Tokyo. They would fly us out and everything. But they're just like, yeah, it's kind of like an event and we're gonna publicize some things and we're gonna showcase a new watch. And let's not forget, Dizzy and I were invited, but we were also celebrities. So we get paid to do these type of gigs. They told us that headquarters and AP Taiwan didn't have a budget. They would only be able to fly us out and give us a hotel room. However, we have management companies, we have teams, and when we show up to certain events, we have a standard SOP. We agreed to go under our own circumstances, and we actually were ready to pay extra costs and bring our own team, glam, stylist, or whatever that was needed to show up to an event. Now, if any of you influencers or celebrities or artists out there, you know what we're talking about because this is not supposed to happen. But I convinced my wife because I loved AP so much. With this whole Japan trip, I was like really looking forward to it. I finally felt like included. I was in the AP inner circle. I felt special. I felt like finally they're giving me credit. Finally they're acknowledging me. They know who I am now. And to be honest with you, now I just feel like it's kind of like a cult following. More power to all these super VIPs. I'm not knocking them because they, like me, they love the brand. They are that inner circle. They are the core customers of AP and they're heavily, heavily invested. And I respect that. I do. I even seeked out all these dope, rare, vintage watches, and something that represents them so well is an open work perpetual calendar Royal Oak. This is a beauty. I would seek out watches like this, try to get affirmation, try to gain acceptance from these people. Now I'm just like, why? Like, I don't need it. I just wanted to share all of this because I felt like heartbroken. I just felt like this cringe inside. For a couple days, I was losing sleep, and it sounds funny to say that you're losing sleep over something that you're spending money on. And then I woke up and I was like, I don't really give a shit anymore. A watch, a brand should not have any power over me. Do I really want to hold on to these watches? Do I want to keep my APs? Or should I sell them? I understand, this will have consequences. AP will never let me buy a watch again, but it's all good. This is the end of something, but it could be the beginning of something awesome. I got a smile on my face, and that's what watch collecting should be about. It should be about passion. It should make you happy, and you should love what you buy, and no one should be able to tell you what you can and can't do with your own property and your own assets. And last but not least, I do want to say, I don't like the Marvel collection. I think the Black Panther was hideous. I have no idea what they're doing with that. And Spider-Man just came out. Really? Really? And you know what? It feels great to say. Like, I don't like these watches, you know? And I was scared to say it before. Fuck. Why was I scared to say something?